I met my wife when I saw her on the hall of the hospital. She was a registered nurse. Then after seeing her, I had to find out who she was. And I think the hospital had a yearbook. Her picture was in a yearbook, and I believe she was on the faculty at that time of Sisters Hospital. I was a very attractive girl.
Like the lazy ocean hugs the shore.
Oh, I was really impressed because she went to school on her own. I went through college and nursing school without parental help. On the other hand, I had a lot of help from my parents. Because if I go into practice of medicine, I would need someone like her on my side. Oh, she was fun-loving. I liked her freewheeling spirit. Oh, I proposed to her by getting a drugstore engagement ring. I had a friend in Houston, Texas who gave me a catalog. I selected the ring from that, and oh yes, I presented to her, and she couldn't say no after that.
It begins, make me thrill as only you know how. Sway me smooth, sway me now.
Well, we had children right away, and our first son was Kenji, and he came about in spite of the fact that we practiced birth control. Our income was nothing, but that didn't keep us from living. And you watch the kid grow, then you get a second kid, and it's a new experience. It's a big responsibility. By that time I knew I had to buckle down and give me a job so that we can support this family. And when my residency was all finished, packed our belongings and drove across America to California. The reason I chose California was because that is the only place that I could get a job. The state of California at that time had 8 or 9 mental hospitals scattered throughout the state and lacked sufficient medical personnel. We arrived with 2 kids and our belongings. The hospital already had an apartment waiting for us. While in the state hospital, our youngest son Dale arrived, and I made some nice acquaintances with other doctors who worked at the state hospital, and they eventually formed a nucleus of doctors that referred me some surgical patients that allowed me to exist as a private practitioner. From there we moved into a rental unit in Modesto for perhaps 6 months or more, and then from there we moved to a permanent home on Crestview Drive. And our children was into swimming, so we built a swimming pool, and that furthered their skills in swimming. We had an opportunity to buy a bigger home where we are now living on El Rio Drive. My wife Joyce was a good mother. Education, I think education was foremost in her mind. Mark, eventually he did very well, I thought, by selecting his own school, Maharishi University in Fairfield, Iowa, from which he graduated and earned a master's degree in English. Kenji went to San Diego State. He went to a 4-year university down there. Dale started college in Vermillion, South Dakota. He elected to quit and go to the University of Southern California, and he eventually graduated with a degree in engineering. My specialty was surgery, and I did a lot of abdominal work. A bunch of doctors and dentists got together, and they included me, to build a separate office building adjoining Modesto City Hospital. So I was involved in teaching general practice residents as well as surgical residents that came down from the University of California Medical School in San Francisco. I am 82, so I spend most of the time, good part of the time, and almost religiously working out. One of the problems I have in retirement is my hearing. It's gone bad, and then hearing aids have not been very productive. I tend to stay away from people and kind of enjoy being quiet.
Well, I see skies of blue and I see clouds of white and the brightness of day. I like the dark and I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Grandchildren are constantly changing.
The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people passing by. I see friends shaking hands, singing.
Change for it's been real good. They have good parents and smart little kids, and I enjoy them.
I hear babies cry and I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than we.
I begin to really enjoy going to church and attending weekly medical meetings because I'm picking up more things, and life has become very interesting. The computer is a very easy source of information. It's right at your fingertips. I don't have to go downstairs and haul out encyclopedias. And for me, I can't speak for anybody else, but just for me, going to camp was a blessing in disguise.
You find me, oh, somewhere over the rainbow, way.
Well, I became interested in medicine, and without medicine, I don't think I would be here today.